Some people can afford more clothes on and other people less clothes on?
That's right, exactly. See, some people, the ordinary people, are the less-ons, see?
Uh-huh. They're the less-ons. Well, who's running the country? The moron.
In the context of the times, the civil rights movement was going on. There were people who couldn't vote in this country, and yet we were going over there telling those folks what to do.
And it was true, of course. I don't think any of these North Americans were particularly helpful in Nicaragua and El Salvador, etc. But I said at that point, you know, Reagan's in the White House. I have no idea what it would mean to make revolution in the U.S. I just don't have any idea. And he said, look, don't you have mountains in the U.S.? And I said, yeah, we have mountains. He says, it's easy. You go to the mountains, you start an armed cell, you make revolution. And I thought, oh, shit.
We want a radical revolution, but at the same time, we want our relatively prosperous lives to go on undisturbed. Like, precisely as already Robespierre said, we want revolution without a revolution.
Don't try to tell me about revolution. I know all about the revolutions and how they start. The people that read the books, they go to the people that don't read the books. They poor people, and they say, ho, the time has come to have a change, huh? Shit, shush! I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the revolutions. The people who read the books go to the people who can't read the books, the poor people, and say, we have to have a change, so the poor people make the change, huh? And then the people who read the books, they all sit around the big polished tables, and they talk and talk and talk and eat and eat and eat, huh? But what has happened to the poor people? They're dead! That's your revolution. So please, don't tell me about revolutions.
Revolution can be wrapped around anything. In this way, publicity abuses the realities of public figures and events and struggles in other parts of the world.
You've just witnessed the happiest revolution in motoring pleasure that ever took place.
Look, Certs is a revolutionary new kind of mint.
Whether we believe in our capacity for self-government or whether we abandon the American Revolution,
It's new. It's now. Flash Cube.
Tomorrow's gasoline.
Today. Change.
With a terrific new Busy Day dessert.
You are about to know the thrill of seeing that which has never been seen before. A wonderful new world of Fords.
I want to change too after 22 long years of majority misrule. Let's change the United States Congress.
You'll agree with the rest of the world. There's nothing newer in the world than the 58 Ford.
The cool hunt ends here, with Teen Rebellion itself becoming just another product.
Often, there's a kind of official and systematic rebelliousness that's reflected in media products pitched at kids.
Could you see what was happening there?
No, you couldn't see anything. Where it's another scuffle.
There's the angel right there with the knife.
Where's the gun?
I'll roll it back and you'll see it against the girl's crocheted dress.
Right, it's there, isn't it?
So now, less than 5 years later, you can go up on a steep hill in Las Vegas and look west. And with the right kind of eyes, you can almost see the high water mark. That place where the wave finally broke and rolled back.
The people that have romanticized that period, they want to deny the dark side. And how can we learn from history if we don't have an accurate reflection of history?
We're a much more conservative country today than we were in the 60s. And that's because of the 60s to a significant degree.
First of all, you have to understand what the system is. And smart reporters do understand what it is. You have to understand what the pressures are, what the commitments are, what the barriers are, and what the openings are. Like right after the Iran-Contra hearings, a lot of good reporters understood, well, things are going to be a little more open for a couple of months. So they could ram through stories that they knew they couldn't even talk about before.
After Watergate.
And the same after Watergate. And then, it closes up again.
Campus radicals, such as Mark Rudd, simply infuriated many Americans, some of whom also took to the streets to protest the protesters.
That the people who protested in 67, 68, 69, 70
then went off and started companies and worried about big houses and getting their kids into private schools. And when the issues continued to come along, they were no longer on the streets.
One of the effects of the 1960s is it's possible to at least begin to come to think about the facts. So that's an advance.
Do you think that this activism 20 years ago has made a difference in how our society operates now?
It has not changed the institutions and the way they function, but it has led to very significant cultural changes.
Human nature is constituted. It's constituted by how we act, human nature is in fact the history of habits and practices that are the result of past struggles, of past hierarchies, of past victories and defeats. And so this is, I think, actually the key to rethinking revolution, is to recognize that revolution is not just about a transformation for democracy. Revolution really requires a transformation of human nature so that people are capable of democracy.